Good afternoon. Welcome to the virtual session of European Higher Education Fair 2022. I am Puji Maharani and I will be moderating this session. Today at Auditorium 1, we will be talking about study in top Nordic universities with speakers from Aarhus University in Denmark, Tampere University, University of Eastern Finland, and University of Turku, all three in Finland. Aarhus University is a public university located in Aarhus, Denmark. Representing the university today is Ms. Sarah Graham. Tampere University is a public university located in Tampere, Finland. Representing the university today is Ms. Emmi Hininen. We also have University of Eastern Finland, a public university located in Joensuu and Kuopio, Finland. Representing the university today is Ms. Anna Jetsu. And last but not least, we have University of Turku, a public university located in Turku, Finland. Representing the university today is Ms. Suviani Hutinen. For the audience who are joining us on YouTube, feel free to drop your questions on the live chat box, and we will respond to them during the Q&A part of the session. Now, let's hear a little bit more about studying in top Nordic universities. So I would like to hear from all of our speakers. To start from your perspective, what do you think is unique about Nordic countries and why the Nordic countries always on the high rank in life satisfaction, happiness, and education? I would like to welcome Ms. Sarah Graham from Aarhus University. Yes, hello. Hello, everyone, welcome. All right, so basically, since we're going to have this in a more relaxed, chit-chatty talk show session, perhaps we can start with introducing ourselves. We can start with Aarhus University, continued with Tampere and UEF, and then University of Turku, and then we are going to start with the talk show.
Perfect. And we are starting now?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Graham, and I'm here representing Aarhus University, which is a comprehensive university with more than 50 study programs fully taught in English in Denmark. So Denmark is in Scandinavia, in Europe, and we are happy to be here at the fair. And with me today, I also have my student assistant from Indonesia, Tia. So she'll be helping me answering some of your questions in the YouTube live chat box. So feel free to ask her some questions while we are live now. But we'll of course also be in the fair as well. So visit our booth whenever you have time today.
Thank you very much for being here. Next, from Tampere University.
Hi, my name is Emmi Hynninen and I'm representing Tampere University here today. Tampere University is one of the biggest universities in Finland, also multidisciplinary, and we have plenty of master's programs in English, also some bachelor's and doctoral programs that we offer. We also have some colleagues of mine answering the chat questions, also some of our student ambassadors. So if you want to ask our students how they feel about the studies in Tampere University, you can also contact them. And we will be at the fair today also, so please feel free to contact us any time of the day.
All right, thank you very much. Now, next is the representative of the University of Eastern Finland.
Hi, my name is Anna. I come from the University of Eastern Finland. We offer education in all levels, meaning the bachelor's, master's, and doctoral. And our university, as the name says, we come from Finland, and we will participate this fair too. So welcome to visit our booth. Thanks.
All right, thank you. And last but not least, we have University of Turku.
Thank you. Hello all. My name is Anni Huhtinen and I work at the admission services of the University of Turku, which is located in the southwest Finland. We are a research university, multidisciplinary university, and we offer master's and doctoral programs in English. And later today, I will be presenting us on our booth. You are very welcome to come and chat more. We also have our current international student ambassador from Indonesia there, answering all questions about student life, student experience, and of course the studies itself. Very nice to be here today.
All right, thank you very much, everybody, for joining today. So to kickstart the talk show part of the session, I would like to hear from everyone, all of the speakers. Could you share with us, because you've already mentioned in your introduction that you are pretty, all of you have your own distinctive specialties and stuff. So could you mention any majors in university that would probably be difficult to find at other universities, and why are you excelling in those majors? We can probably start from Aarhus University.
Thank you so much. To start with, I think I would focus on our STEM study programs. Right now, there's a huge focus on IT and engineering and natural science and technical science here in Denmark, and a huge demand for our graduates out there. And I think graduating from a comprehensive university with an engineering degree and IT degree, making you able to actually either really specialize or work together with other disciplines and do a more comprehensive degree is a quite unique thing at Aarhus University. And then I think I will also mention our campus. We have an urban campus, so it's a city campus of a university city, so the second largest city in Denmark. It has been voted the best student city by our students in Denmark for the past 2 years. And I think it's because we have more than 50,000 students studying in Aarhus, which is quite a lot for a city of the size of Aarhus. So I think the student life here and the fact that our graduates is really sought after here in Denmark, I think that's quite unique.
All right, that sounds wonderful. Now let's hear it from Finland. So from Tampere University, would you like to add?
Yeah, I think the most asked fields that we have in Tampere University are our programs in environmental engineering, health technology. We also have educational sciences and social sciences in English. We also have a leadership with these leadership programs that are quite popular in our university. Of course, we have these 2-year master's programs, and it is also possible to continue into our doctoral programs if you wish to continue your studies in Tampere. Tampere as a city is also very student friendly. It is also in Finland has been voted as the most student friendly city in Finland. So competing with Aarhus in Denmark in that sense. But yeah, all in all, I think Tampere is a very good place for students, and we have many fields to choose from. So yeah, but those are just a few that I mentioned.
All right, that's lovely. Anna, would you like to add to introduce the majors in UEF?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So we offer 30 international degree programs at UEF. I could probably just shortly mention the 2 latest ones. So we are studying IT bachelors. So that has, or we have received a lot of questions regarding that. And the second new program what we have at UEF is digital marketing and analytics. So I could just shortly mention those. Of course, we have a lot of more programs at UEF, like in the fields of natural sciences, linguistics, education, and also public health is a super popular program at our university. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Now, last but not least, Ms. Sufiani.
Thank you. At the University of Turku, we have about 20 master's degree programs in English, and our most popular programs are ICT, Global Innovation Management, and Biomedical Sciences. But I would maybe like to highlight two fields or two programs that we have. First, our master's degree program in Future Studies. It's a new emerging field of research, and it's a quite unique program that it's maybe hard to find anywhere else. The program teaches the students how to harness future opportunities and avoid unnecessary risks. And with that degree, students can work, for example, in strategic planning in companies and organizations. And secondly, I would maybe like to mention our health technology programs. We have Faculty of Technology and Faculty of Medicine, and they collaborate to produce quite popular health technology programs. In Turku, we are known for our health industry. So in those health technology programs, we collaborate quite a lot with industries. So that's also a good place to start their career if you're looking for career in health technology field. But those are the two programs I would like to highlight at this point.
All right, thank you very much, everybody. I think it's a very interesting point that you all have raised, and how not only your major is pretty distinctive and interesting, that it's pretty unique for students to find in your university, but also how interesting it is that you're preparing them for their future, for how they're going to enter the professional world. So I would like to hear from everybody, how does your university prepare the students to enter the professional world, such as cooperation with industries or internship programs, or even probably like returning to university kind of program for more mature students? Ms. Sufiani, you can start.
Okay, thank you. The current president of Finland is actually our graduate, so it's maybe pretty safe to say that you can become anything you want with our degree. Well, jokes aside, I think that the biggest thing that we offer to support the career development of our students is the new internship subsidy program. So beginning of this year, 2022, we have started this internship subsidy guarantee. So we help our students to find employment, paid internship employment in companies by providing them a voucher that they can use to get paid internship. So that's how we support their career development. Also, we just launched a new mentoring program where our alumni and graduates, they help our current students to find their network in Finland and globally. And there's also, of course, depending on the field of study, there is different ways of collaborating with companies and the industry that varies a lot based on the program. But one thing that I would like to highlight in Turku is that we have a quite vivid entrepreneurship network here, and we support our students if they would like to start their own business here. So that's something we also highly support in Turku.
Right, thank you very much. Now I'd like to hear from Miss Anna.
So at UEF, we have had the UEF trainee program already like 3 or 4 years, and the system is exactly what Sufiani said. So that has been already a stepping stone to many of our international students to enter the working life. Then I would like to add that we at UEF, we have changed our curriculum a bit in our international degree programs, meaning that all our international students will study at least a bit Finnish language, even though we do have a lot of international companies in Finland. I think it's very important that our international students have some kind of skills set of Finnish language. So that has been very, very important change at our university for the year 2023. And the third point, what I can mention, is that we offer career guidance at our university in English. So that has been very asked service from our international students. So I could probably mention those three. So UEF trainee program, studies in Finnish language, and the career counseling service.
All right, thank you very much. Next, I'd like to hear from Miss Emmy.
Okay, thank you. Well, I would like to mention maybe the biggest one we have at the moment is our Study and Stay program, which is specifically aimed for our international students to support them to continue their career in Finland and in Tampere area. So that is something that is very very much liked here, and I think it's very good for all of our international students to help them find their careers here in Finland. During the studies, there are many opportunities for internships. They are part of the curriculum in some of our programs. Well, many of our professors and teachers are very, very well connected to the industry and the business sector in Tampere. So there are plenty of opportunities to get help to find your career path in Finland and in Tampere area if you study in Tampere University. So yeah, those would be the things I'd like to highlight.
All right. Now, last but not least, let's hear from Miss Sarah.
Thank you. Yeah, I think like in Finland, we have had a huge focus on our career services for our international students. So we have our career services across university. For our natural and technical sciences, we are even having a program where we try to help finding a student job, a relevant student job for students, because we know that networking with companies, so job fairs, company visits, having a relevant student job will prepare you for your career afterwards. So it's very comprehensive, the program we have for international students. And then, of course, always looking to see that our students our graduates have the skills that the industry is crying out for. For instance, we have had a huge focus on sustainability. I know I've spoken to a lot of Indonesian students also saying they really want to work towards creating a sustainable world. So that's also why I think that Aarhus was just ranked number 15 on the QS sustainability ranking. It's been one of the focuses besides of innovation. So I think keep updating on the skills and preparing for the newest within engineering and IT and also the career services, I think will prepare our graduates for hopefully to stay in Denmark also for a bit, if not Europe.
All right, thank you. Now, we've already covered the promising ways for the prospective students to enter the professional world through studying in the respective universities from our panel of speakers. Now, I'd like to hear more from all of you. What kind of support or assistance that are offered to international or non-EU students at your university? Because obviously, when they are studying, trying to get their degrees, they would like to experience different things, and sometimes while experiencing different things, they would need support or assistance. We can start with Miss Sarah.
So you are talking about doing their studies?
Yes.
Or are you talking about financial support or?
Yes, that includes and any other support or assistance that offered to international or non-EU students.
To start with, I think funding your studies, I think that's a question we get often, I think, across the board here. In Denmark, we have all universities, not only Aarhus University, have the Danish State Scholarship, which is offered for our non-EU students. So Indonesian students, when they apply to Aarhus University, automatically apply to the scholarship scheme as well. So if you're a top student and you have good grades, then you have the possibility to get your funding through the Danish State Scholarship Scheme. Aarhus University is also on the LPDP list, so we also have students who's received funding through LPDP. And then I think student arriving at Aarhus University, we deeply care that they have a good start. We have our housing department. They can apply housing to live. Typically, I would say living in dormitories with other students is a good start to finding your social network. So we have study starts with your international students with the student program, and different kind of networks and social activities throughout your studies that you can take part in. I also think learning a little bit of Danish will enhance your chances of getting a network here in Denmark and getting to know other internationals struggling learning Danish, and to actually get to know someone from Denmark. And it's of course free to do that as well. So there's so many things you can do besides all the academics that you have to focus on. So, but there's a lot of possibilities to connect with students and get your network started in Denmark.
All right, that sounds lovely and very encouraging. Thank you. I'd like to hear from Ms. Emmy. What is it like in Tampere University?
Yes, I could start with our scholarship programs. In Finland also we have this Finland scholarship that is available in all universities in Finland that would cover the full the tuition fees and also give an additional grant for the studies. In addition, in Tampere University, we have a 100% tuition fee waiver possible to be applied. And also we offer an early bird offer to all admitted students, which is 50% of the tuition fee waived. So those are very usually used to help with the finances of the studies. Then for all of our students, when they are accepted into a university, tutors are assigned, and those tutors will be helping all our new students throughout the first year of their studies. So there are a lot of information that they can give you. They will help you with the housing, with basically with all the all the things you need to handle when arriving to a new country. Those tutors are very useful and usually quite nice people and help you out with those. In addition, we of course have student unions, student clubs, so it's very easy to find like-minded people from different activities and start the integration into the university, into the city. So there are a lot of opportunities and a lot of help for all new students.
All right, thank you very much. Now let's hear it from Miss Anna from University of Eastern Finland.
So at UF, I think in Finland we have quite the same systems at our university. So first about the scholarship. So we have the National Finland Scholarship, like Tampere mentioned. Then we have tuition waivers, and I could probably add that we also have some Erasmus Mundus programs with special scholarships, meaning that the student can apply, if they apply to our Erasmus Mundus programs, they have like full scholarship with the scholarship for travel and living costs in Finland. So of course those programs are super popular among our international students. We have also the tutors, orientation, sports clubs, events, but I could probably add that quite many of our international students, especially if they come to Europe outside of the European Union, they wish to visit Europe, and also the trip to Lapland, Finnish Lapland, to see the Santa Claus. And that is like very popular trip among our international students. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much. And then we'd like to also hear from University of Turku.
Thank you. I might like to start with explaining that at the University of Turku, we we would like to treat all our students equally, so we don't. The aim here at the moment is to try not to separate the international students and the domestic Finnish students, but to create services that are common for everybody and also help international students to find friends amongst the Finnish students and find their network here. So, but that said, we of course know that there is that special need for support, especially at the beginning of the studies. So as my Finnish colleagues mentioned, we have the Finland Scholarship Program. We also have that at the University of Turku. So that includes the tuition fee, it covers the tuition fee and also includes the 5,000 euro grant. And in addition to that, we have our own tuition waivers as Tampere and also Eastern Finland. So that means that 30% of all our tuition fee paying students can get a scholarship at our university that covers the tuition fee. So quite generous program. Then one thing that I would like to highlight in Turku, and that's the thing in Finland in general, but especially outside the Helsinki metropolitan area, the housing situation is actually quite good. So when you are moving to a new country, to a new city, it can be quite stressful to think about where can I find my housing, my apartment, is that expensive? In Turku, we have a student village. It's not operated by the university, but we do a close collaboration. And the majority of our students actually find accommodation in a reasonable price close to the university. So it's pretty easy process. So that's a thing that our students thank us for. And we also have this tutoring program. So when you get an offer from us, the replace offer, the next day you will be assigned a tutor who will help you first online via group chat and via chats to assist you with everything you need before you move here. And when you come to Turku, they will meet you and show you around here in our beautiful city and help you get started with the studies. So those are maybe the services I would like to highlight for our international students.
All right, thank you very much. I hope it also becomes more insight for our audience who are interested in studying in Nordic universities. So last question before we go to the Q&A part of the session, I would like to hear from everybody. From your perspective, what do you think is unique about studying in Nordic countries and Nordic universities? We can start with Ms. Sufiani.
Thank you. I think, well, we are ranked on the top places in happiness and such, and I think that the reason behind that is the balanced student life. The societies in Nordic countries, they function very well. Everything is stable. There's no corruption, no hierarchies, and the well-functioning and reliable everyday life, it enables our students to focus on their studies in an efficient way and then also have a balanced life so they can do also things outside their studies, take care of their mental well-being. And here in Nordics, we start our workday and we finish it in 8 hours, and then you have the rest of the day to do whatever you feel like it. So there is also life outside studies and outside academia.
All right, that sounds lovely. Next, I'd like to hear from Miss Anna.
Like Suviani said, this is very safety area to your studies, and I could probably add also like the Finnish education system, which is very well known internationally. So that is something when we ask from our international students, why did you choose us? Why did you choose Finland? They said that they are interested in European lifestyle, Finnish society, Finnish education system. Of course, the curriculum of their studies must be an excellent one. But yeah, the Finnish society and the education system is the key. Yeah, that's from my side.
All right, thank you very much. Next, I'd like to hear from Miss Emmy.
Very nice, nice topics mentioned already by by my colleagues. I think I would also have highlighted the same things. One thing I could also add is the equality. I think that's a big part of the Nordics. So everyone is equal. There is no discrimination based on your gender or your age or other statuses. So I think overall, studying the Nordics, you can feel safe. You're equal, and everything functions well, and services are available. So yeah. So please consider the Nordics.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, last but not least, we'd like to hear from Miss Sarah.
Thank you so much. I really agree with what you're saying, and I think what our international students highlight here at Aarhus University is also the low hierarchy. So the fact that you study at a destination where you can discuss with your professor, you can have a chat, you can ask your questions, and you can learn. It can be very interesting, and you can learn a lot, I think, from that. And you also have to learn how to learn. And it can also be very hard, because for many students from outside of Europe specifically, that is very different. There's a lot of hierarchy in some education systems. I know this is changing now in Indonesia, but I think in Denmark and in Nordic countries, this is very unique. So the low hierarchy and the fact that you will really have close interactions with your teacher, and you can have the discussions and learn a lot from that. I think that's quite unique as well.
All right, thank you very much. I think it's something very refreshing to hear when you say that in Nordic countries, people are equal, things are stable, and it really helps people to focus on their studies. So I think it's something that prospective students from Indonesia would also be interested in, because they have basically less to worry about, right? So in that note, I'd like to hear from every one of you. Now that we're entering the Q&A part of the session, we have quite a few questions here already. I would like to hear from everyone. How is it like in your university when someone wants to take a master's degree program, but they don't have the linear or similar education background studies as the major that they would like to choose? So to what extent is the flexibility? So we can probably start with Sarah.
Yeah, I think it really depends on what you're choosing, because we do have interdisciplinary programs where, for instance, we have a program called Technology-Based Business Development, where you will have an engineering background, but you will actually study at our triple accredited business school. So that's really interdisciplinary. On the other hand, we also do have engineering degrees and natural sciences where you do have to have that background, because your masters will build on the things you've learned on your bachelor's. So you really have to have the right background to actually follow the classes and improve on all the knowledge you've learned already. So a bachelor's typically is very basic. So now you want to improve and you want to specialize and you really want to better yourself. And that's why for at least our STEM study programs, most of the times you have to have the same background. But everything is listed in the study programs. We have more than 50 study programs. So go have a look and see what the specific requirements is. But typically, yes, at Aarhus University, you need to have the background in business to study a business degree, a master's degree in business. So that's how it will be.
All right, thank you very much. Now let's hear from Miss Emmy in Tampere University.
Yeah, my answer will be quite similar to Sarah. So in some of our fields, it is required that you have a similar background degree. So for example, our engineering programs do often require an engineering background, but there are variation between the programs, and all the programs have listed their program specific requirements on our web pages. So I do recommend that if you are interested in one of the programs but are unsure whether your background is suitable, to check the program specific requirements, because they are very well listed there. And of course, our admission services are always happy to help with that, help to figure out what would be the program of choice with the background you have. So in some cases, it's very strict. In others, it's the broader background. So it varies between the programs we offer.
All right, thank you. And obviously, visiting the website would be very helpful to learn about the specificities, right? Right, thank you very much. Next, I'd like to hear from Miss Anna.
So at UF, we have exactly the same situation, what our previous speakers described. So I could probably add that if you consider to apply to UF or other Finnish universities, it's very important to check also the English language skills requirements. So most of our international prospective students, when they apply, they need to take English language test. So that is something what you must check before you start to fill your applications.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And last but not least, from University of Turku.
Thank you. The system at our university is very similar to my colleagues here, so all the same things apply. I would also like to highlight what Anna said. So we require excellent English language skills, and usually the students need to take a test to prove those skills. And why we have the quite strict bachelor's and language skills requirements is that we want the students to be able to succeed in their studies. So with that strict checkup before coming to study with us, that's how we enable our students to find the lectures interesting and also succeed in them. So that's why we are quite strict with that. But as my colleague said, it's you can find all the detailed criteria on our website, and you can also come to chat with me about both, and I will be happy to help with individual programs and their criteria.
All right, thank you very much. Now we have more specific questions regarding to admission. This is for Tampere University. So our audience from YouTube asked about the need for SAT test result on admission requirement. Would it be possible for the test result to be submitted during admission date in January, or can they submit that 2 or 3 months afterwards? Because so instead of the SAT result, they can use the ACT result for the requirement. I assume this is a scheduling matters. So Miss Annie, probably you'd like to.
Yeah, I could address that. Actually, we do require SAT tests only when you are applying to our bachelor's programs. So for international students that are applying for our bachelor's programs are required to complete an SAT test. The application period for our bachelor's programs will be conducted in January in the joint application for higher education, but the SAT test can be completed after that as well. So the latest date to complete the SAT test would be on the March examination date. Unfortunately, the ACT test is not accepted instead of the SAT test, but the SAT test is mandatory for international applicants.
I see. So we can submit that a little bit later, at least,
yes.
Up to March, but
yes.
there could only be SAT test and no other alternatives.
Exactly, yeah. So the March 2023 examination date for SAT test is the latest one that we can accept in this application round.
All right, thank you very much. Now we also have more admission-related questions for Aarhus University. So the audience is interested in applying for PhD fellowship in the open call scheme in Graduate School of Arts. However, they noticed that the requirements required a diploma assessment requirement. Would you probably explain more as to what it is, and would it be possible to apply without including this requirement?
So, first of all, I think I would like to talk a bit about PhD in Denmark, and I think it's probably similar to Finland and Sweden as well. But in Denmark, a PhD is considered a staff. So when you apply for a PhD, you'll become part of the department. So you'll be a researcher and you'll be considered staff. You'll get a salary. And that means it's a fully funded position. So not really, it's not like applying for a master's degree or bachelor's degree. So it's very competitive because you actually get quite a good salary. This said, of course, you need to apply. And we have PhD schools across the faculties that handle all the applications. They'll have different rules on what you submit, and there's different way you can get your PhD. So my suggestion would be to contact our PhD school within arts. We have a website called phd.au.dk, and when you do that, you'll be able to get your questions answered. Because it's very competitive to apply. So you might even want to reach out to a researcher or find out more about the departments that you want to be part of. Studying for PhD in Denmark is a bit different from studying, for instance, a PhD in the UK or United States.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, I would like to entertain more questions from the audience, but unfortunately we have really limited time. So before we close this, I would like to invite our speakers to provide us a short highlight, probably for like, in a few sentences, about what is it with your university that's so special, your fields of excellence, scholarships, access to university student, international students, and etc., and why we should consider your university. Ms. Sarah, you can start.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. I'm happy that you're interested in studying in Scandinavia. I know it's not often a first choice for students. At Aarhus University, we have more than 50 study programs you can choose from because it's a comprehensive university with more than 4,000 international students studying here. So I think you should go to our website and have a chat with. We have more than 100 ambassadors, and I think also students from Indonesia you can chat to and actually ask them what is good, what is bad, how is it to study that exact program, or coming from Indonesia, what was it like to start studying in Denmark. And then I think our focus on innovation and sustainability and the fact that Aarhus University is quite highly ranked. I think currently we are ranked as the 25th university in Europe, and the beautiful campus that we really love, I think you can see it in the background here, that we are very proud of, is also quite nice to have as your daily base for studies. Thank you.
Right.
And there you go, there's the website. Find our students and have a chat with them.
All right, thank you very much. Next, Miss Emmy from Tampere University.
Yeah, I would also like to thank all of you participating today. I think Tampere University would be a great choice for all students that are interested in studying in the Nordics. Tampere as a city is a very student-friendly city, so it's also one of the most, or actually the most, interested city for Finnish students as well. So also for our international students, it would be a very, very nice choice. We also offer over 30 master's programs in English, so there's a nice variety of choices. For example, in environmental engineering, we also have programs that are very sustainability focused. So I do suggest that everyone takes a look on the programs we offer and see if there would be a nice match. I'm sure that you would be very warmly welcomed to Tampere, and you would really enjoy your stay here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, Miss Anna.
So the University of Eastern Finland is Finland's most multidisciplinary university. We have close to 2,000 international students at our campus cities. So we have 2 campus cities in eastern part of Finland, the city of Joensuu and the city of Kuopio. And I'm very happy to say that UEF's scholarship system is one of the best ones in Finland. And I think our university is a great fit for all those students who love to visit nature. So we are in the Lakeland area of Finland. So there are a lot of nature activities besides your studies. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And last but not least, Ms. Sufiani from University of Turku.
Thank you, everyone, who joined this webinar today. The Nordic countries are the best choice for you if you are looking for a world-class education, but you also value good study-life balance. And here at the University of Turku, we have a core made of research and excellent professors. And that core is surrounded by the cultural life, student life, full of events, great restaurants, and beautiful nature, beautiful archipelago, sea. And no wonder why we are the most great university in Finland in domestic Finnish students. And please come chat with me and our current international student from Indonesia at our booth, and we'll answer your questions and help you find the perfect master's program for your career goals. Looking forward to chat with you more about our booth. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much once again to our speakers and audience for this afternoon's lively and insightful session. If you have any further questions, feel free to visit the university's respective websites as seen on your screen. I would like to again invite everyone attending right now to also join the next session at 3 p.m. With University of JFS Kaila and Hanken School of Economics. So thank you very much for being here today, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.